This week for One Piece fans is just a huge info load. I mean, we have everything this week. We have a new trailer for the One Piece Film Red. We have new behind the scenes footage for One Piece Netflix. And even Eiichiro Oda himself is taking a break for 1 month. You deserve it, Orochi, you deserve it. Let the man have his break. Let him have it. So after chapter 1053, which will hit next week, we will have no chapter for 4 weeks until July 25th. The reason for it is the newest and latest and the last saga hits One Piece, and which is the final war saga will start once Eiichiro Oda is back from his 1 month break. This chapter was great, this chapter was fun, it was refreshing, it was a calm down chapter, but Eiichiro Oda literally said, screw the pacing. It was slow, you said? The man skipped 7 days and it was like shit. He speed blitzed the pacing because he wants to get over with Wano, he wants to go to his break, he wants to visit the crew from One Piece Netflix in South Africa. The man wants to chill for weeks and then he wants to start the biggest war, the biggest saga in One Piece ever. One Piece chapter 1052 is called New Morning, and we see on the cover page the Germa, they're leaving Whole Cake Island, but they met with Caesar Clown. But then I was immediately like, no, that's not Caesar, that's Gangsta Gastino, bitch. We start off with Mary Jo. We are at the Gorosei's place and they're like, they know that Nika is back. Nika has arrived, Nika has come back, has returned, and they're talking about him. And I'm like, yeah, Cypher Paul really got the info and gave it to the Gorosei. They gave it most likely to Imu, and now they know Nika is back. And not also Nika returned, they're in shock because of that, but also that two Yonko, Big Mom and Kaido, got taken down, and they're like, we do not know how we're going to handle the situation because everything is going down. Everything will turn into shit now, and the info is already out there. The Gorosei talked with the Cypher Pole Zero agent with the mask, the only survivor of the trio. The other two died, and he's the survivor, and he's reporting, and he's like, yeah, even Zunisha has left from there. Why? Because Wano's borders are still closed. Momonosuke said, no, I'm not opening yet. It's still closed and they cannot take over Wano. The Gorosei even themselves say it. If we take an army, no chance. We cannot enter Wano like this. Well, but at the end of the day, someone is coming still because he can fly apparently. Green Bull. Wano is still closed, Zunisha has left, and Cypher Pole Zero does not know what the hell they're going to do. But the Gorosei still says, I do not care, we do not care, you gotta capture Nico Robin. And the masked Cypher Pole Zero agent, yeah, sure, I will try that. You go try that, go try it out. There's Luffy, there's Yamato, there's Zoro. Every single one of them kill you with the little finger. So I don't know if you really wanna try it. We switch back from Mary Jo, from the Cypher Pole Zero and the Gorosei to the current state in wanokuni, and we see the castle of Onigashima, and that one panel Onigashima kinda looked small next to the flower capital and Mount Fuji, but maybe it's just me. So yeah, Drake and Hawkins are there and they're talking, and Hawkins looks fucked. The man is like, yeah, you know what, Drake, this entire time I thought you were a Marine. Tell me, are you a Marine? And Drake is like, leave me the hell alone, I'm not gonna tell you that. So yeah, but their conversation is kind of interesting because Hawkins is telling Drake, the guy with 1% chance of surviving, which I told you, it was not you, it was not Luffy, it was not Kaido, that was me. Yes, he basically said to everybody, to Drake in this case, the one guy with 1% chance of surviving until tomorrow is himself, and it looks like Hawkins literally died there. But he also talks about the day he met with Kaido, they got the interaction with Kaido and Kaido's introduction in the manga. Yeah, he did not want to betray Kaido after that. It was also interesting because Hawkins saw the downfall of Kaido, but he did not say anything. He just wanted to stay loyal to Kaido. And it was like, well, you know what, I have to stay loyal. Not like a certain someone who is still switching sides like his underwear. Now we come to Speed Blitz territory because 7 days have passed in Wanokuni, and a lot of things happened in the 7 days. Everybody is now again coming back up from 20 years of tyranny, and people are happy and they're eating. They have enough food in every region of Wanokuni. They have enough to drink. Everybody is happy. But the people are also telling the real story of the Kozuki clan, of Oden and his scabbards, how Kyoshiro was the entire time Denjiro, how Komurasaki was Hiyori this entire time. The children in the schools are learning the true history, but they're like, hey, where's the hot teacher? We don't want to learn that, we want the hot teacher. Yeah, she was a bad guy. So the people of Wano also talk about Joy Boy. They already know him as Joy Boy, and I'm like, okay, either Momonosuke or Yamato told the people that. And they're like, yeah, Joy Boy saved us, he beat down Kaido, but I heard he's left the land or something like that. But no, he did not. It's Luffy, man. Whatever. We switch afterwards to Ringo and we see Kinemon, Kawamatsu and Marco. They're chilling and they're talking about Ashura and Izo, and both of them are dead. Ashura Doji, yes, I accepted that he was dead after that explosion. I was like, yeah, he's not coming back, and Eiichiro Oda would not dare to bring him back after that explosion. But Izo is fucking dead, and I'm like, there was a huge holy shit moment. I would have never thought Oda would kill Izo like this, and his death in the fight between the Cypher Ball Zero agent where he protected Usopp, it was not even that dramatic the way he finished that fight. I was like, shit, Izo is dead. Oda loves to kill Whitebeard pirates. Ex-Whitebeard pirates, it doesn't matter. If you were a Whitebeard ship, you're gonna die, man. And Marco is like, yeah, I lost another friend. I'm completely alone. Nobody left. Shit. Am I next? Marco, watch your back. Yeah? Watch your back. Kinemon and Kawamatsu are also shocked that they survived all of that, and I'm like, yes, not only you, the entire fan base is shocked. Kawamatsu, whatever, you did not take that much damage, but Kinemon, why are you alive again? Maru was there, and Kinemon and Kawamatsu, and also Marco talking about building the graves there in Wanokuni, also for Izo, and Marco was like, no problem, you can build this grave here, I don't care, because I have no more friends left. Did Vista survive? Shit. We switch to Yamato, we see her chilling on a tree and she's just talking to herself and she's like, I'm not hungry, I'm not hungry. Well, we later find out she did not eat or wash herself for 7 days. It was a kind of a fasting, kind of a praying, which people in Wanokuni do. It's the tradition, it seems. So yeah, she did that. But we also see Hiyori. She gives Momonosuke a drop kick just the way she did it. They were kids. She drop kicks the shit out of him, but Momo was like, yeah, it's annoying, but it does not hurt me anymore. Of course not. You have the body of your father. You're strong, man. Even though you're 8 years old, but still you have a strong body now. So Hiyori announces Luffy and Zoro, both of them are awake, and Yamato, Hiyori and Momonosuke go to the two of them, to the entire crew. But in that moment I had a little shock. Hiyori was like, yeah, Luffy and Zoro. Wait a second, when the hell did Zoro escape hell? What did he do with the Grim Reaper? Did he make a deal with that? What the hell was that? Zoro, sake, Luffy, meat. Yeah, sure, the only thing the two of them can think about, for the one it's sake, for the other one is meat, and we see them feasting, we see them eating. I friggin' loved the way Yamato just jumped on Luffy and hugged him. It was something Nami would do, but in this case, Luffy and Yamato, they are so much alike, it's like they're siblings. I love the interaction between the two of them. And then Momo comes in and he's like, yo, Luffy, Zoro, don't eat that much because I planned a huge party nationwide today. I just waited you guys wake up, so now that you're awake, we're gonna party. Zoro and Luffy looked at him and they gave him the exact same look when they met Helmeppo and Kobe back after Enies lobby. And the both of them are looking like, oh shit, wait a second, Momo, oh yeah, you're an adult now, right? And Zoro and Luffy are like, yeah, look at his butt, he looks tough. Wanna punch him? And both of them just wanna go at him and test his body, or if he's strong or not. And it's like, you have the body of your father. Oh, then let's try it out. Yeah, can we cut him? How about we punch him? Momo, of course, thinks he's getting bullied by Zoro and Luffy. What does he do? He runs to Nami, grabs her by her chest, and he still thinks he's 8 years old. But Nami, of course, he's an adult and grown up, touching her, and she's like, fuck off, bitch. And Sanji and Brook have the best reactions to them. They're like, Ha, Momo, you see? You're an adult now, no more privileges. Momo tanked that punch and Luffy and Zoro, they're like, yeah, you see? He has got a tough body, he can't take that. Look at he's strong. Yamato comes in there and she's like, yeah, he has the mind of a kid, but the body of Oda. And she takes a freaking plate and puts it on top of his head, so his hairstyle is more like Oda's, and I freaking laughed at that part. It's like, yeah, Yamato, we know you have an Oden obsession, and Oden's very own son is there, looking exactly like his father besides that UFO. She puts a plate up there and she's like, yeah, now you like your father. Yamato and Momonosuke at the end of the day most likely will end up being a couple, will be married. Yamato just wants that Kozuki genes, she wants that Kozuki juice. So Yamato, don't worry, you will get it. You will get it a lot of time, you can make a lot of babies with Momo. At least she believes in him and she's like, you will be the greatest samurai in this land. And Momo's like, yeah, I have to train, I have to do it, I have to try it out some way. Nami is telling Yamato, is your prayings now over because you did it for 7 days? And Luffy is confused, like, why prayings? She did pray for 7 days, she did not eat and she did not bath. And you can see her eating, and Luffy and Jinbei are talking. Jinbei is trying to explain Luffy again that the people of Wano have that in their culture, they do that, when they pray, they do, it's kind of like fasting in some way. Luffy is still calling Yamato Yamagai. It's like, yeah, the moment Yamato accepts that she is Yamato, daughter of Kaido, then Luffy most likely will change Yamagai into Yamato, but we will see once they set sail how things will roll out. Goro's looking at his body and he's like, yeah, I should have been dirty and everything, but I look kinda clean. Seems like Hiyori took care of you. And we can see that she's like, yeah, you like it? I took care of you, I washed your body, do you like it? She has all the hearts and everything. Hiyori is thirsty, she wants Zorojiro's juice. Don't worry, Hiyori, Zoro will be at your side once the story is over. You are his girl. No worries, you can get his 4th sword style. No worries, just calm down. But of course, Sanji has something to say and he's all like, Marimo! He cannot have it. Sanji cannot have it that Marimo has a girl like Hiyori. And I'm like, boy, you have pudding, so calm down. But Zoro says something very funny and he's like, yeah, I returned from hell, I now remember. You want to talk to me, but I now remember what you said back then when we fought against the Beast Pirates. That I should kill you if things turn out south. And Zoro is just like, I returned from hell only to kill you, and we see the two of them fighting in the background. They're getting at each other. Zoro, what the hell did you do? How did your soul get back from hell, from underworld? What exactly did you do? What did you do to death? Or did you just get lost? Yeah, sure, and his soul found its way back to his body. We go to the bathhouse and the two groups are just bathing, having the time of their life. We have a men's bath and we have a women's bath. And in the men's bathroom, there is Yamato. She is completely naked, but she's just chilling, having the time of her life. Completely naked, but she's just enjoying it. All the guys are enjoying it. Sanji's already out because his nose is bleeding. Brook is having the time of his life. Then there's Momonosuke and Momo's like, Yamato, what the hell are you doing? You're completely naked. Yeah, there you go. Momo, check her up. Check her body up good. Analyze her body, because you will hit that. You will hit that a lot of times later on in the story. So check that up good. In the women's bathroom section, we can see all the girls, and then there's Tama checking out and touching Nami's boobs. And she's like, oh man, I want to be like this. I want to have this exact same thing when I'm older. I'm like, yeah, don't think about such things. You're a little child. And Nami has this motherly side to her, and I think that's from Belmea, because at the end of the day I can see Nami having also a bunch of children she takes care of. Also, the people of Wano already heard it, that the big party, that nationwide celebration will be today. So the big party will start soon and they're preparing for it. The decorations are already everywhere. We can see, we are on Tokage Port afterwards, and we can see the 3 ships of our 3 captains from Law, Kid and Luffy. They're already ready to set sail once the party is over, and they're talking about it. And I'm like, yes, now we're getting into the juicy stuff, because Law Kid, Killer, they're talking about it, that they have beaten two Yonko, two of the emperors, and now they will take the spots of those emperors. And they're like, yes, but we do not get any information from the outside world, neither do they from us. And that's the point where it's not that true, because in comes Apu with number 1, and he's like, hey, you know what? Seems like the world government and the entire world have now the news what happened here. And Kid immediately is like, yeah, because of you, didn't you, you little snitch? You told them, you gave the informations away, didn't you? Yes, he most likely did. Either Apu gave those infos away to Big News Morgans for a lot of money, or Big News Morgans has his own people somewhere in the world government, maybe even in the Cypher Pole rows, because the Cypher Ball Zero or the Cypher Ball had agents in Big News Morgan's workplace, and maybe he himself has his own people there, and that's the way how he got the information. Maybe this is the case, but most likely Apu just gave the infos away because 7 days have passed. So in that 7 days the entire world knows what happened at Wanokuni. This means new bounties. Apu has the newspaper, he's giving it to Kid, and he's like, look at this, you guys, all of you guys have new bounties. And now they're talking about the new emperors of the seas, because you guys beat down Kaido and Big Mom. So I'm assuming again, Luffy's bounty is higher than Kaido's. That's a fact. Big News Morgan, most likely he's a Luffy fanboy. He most likely wrote that article so down and he's like, yeah, Luffy, he beat down Kaido with ease and shit like that. Luffy's bounty is higher than Kaido's, which should be over 4.7 billion, and I say Luffy's bounty will be a clean hit of 5 billion plus. So this has to happen. Kid and Law is a different case, because the two of them together beat down Big Mom, and the world knows that because Apu was there and he told everybody, he told Big News Morgans most likely. This means, to me at least, that Kid and Law, both of them should have a bounty between 2.5 and 3.5 billion. I don't know if Eiichiro Oda would give Kid and Law a bounty higher each than Big Mom's. I don't know if he would do that, because at the end of the day it was a 2 versus 1. So I think the two of them will have between 2.5 and 3.5 billion should be their bounties. Something around that. Then of course the crewmates, all of them will have new bounty. The info load, the info dumpster is coming to us with the next chapter. Eiichiro Oda is just teasing us with this. And next week we will have a load of information, an overload of information. Everybody will come.
Why do you come?
All of you will come.
Welcome.
Every single one of us will come.
Why do you come?
And then we will hopefully also get infos about what happened outside of the world. Can you imagine what was going on outside? What happened to the Shichibukai? What happened to Sabo, to Hancock? What is going on in the new world? What did Blackbeard do? Did Shanks do something in the meantime? So what happened to the Marines' big, what was that? The SSG, what happened with that? So yeah, and also the new Emperors of the Sea. Do you believe that Kaido and Big Mom have now lost their titles because they have lost to Luffy, Kid and Law? Or are they still Yonko? Are they still Emperors? So if they still remain Emperors, maybe their rank has gone down, and the other 3 of them, they have now reached a higher level. So I can most likely see it as this, that there are 2 options. Maybe Luffy, Law, Kid, Shanks and Blackbeard are now the Emperors of the Sea, which would mean that we have 5 Emperors, and Kaido and Big Mom are no longer current Emperors of the Sea, but they're considered still as Emperors because they are so strong, they can still wreck shit and everything. Or we have now 7 Emperors of the Sea, and the top dogs are currently Law, Kid and Luffy. And Killer and Kid, they even say it, everybody will be after them because everybody wants to shine. Every single one wants a piece of them. And this is again a reason for me and an argument for it that all of those guys will arrive at Laugh Tale. All of them, all the emperors now, new and old emperors who are alive, will arrive at Laugh Tale and battle it out for the One Piece. and the winner of that battle, the one who comes on top, will be Luffy, and he will get One Piece, he will activate One Piece or whatever it is, and then we have the final war against the world government. For wrapping up the chapter 1053, we get a little shot of a certain somebody, which is Green Bull Admiral Ryokugyu is coming to Wanokuni, and apparently he can fly. He has a flower on his back and he's talking with Sakazuki, with Akaido, and Akaido is just screaming again. The guy loves to scream. He loves to scream at everybody. So he screams at Green Bull, and Green Bull is annoyed by him, and he's like, yeah, I'm just flying around and I see Wanokuni, and Akaido has a horrible imagination already, and he's like, don't do unnecessary shit there, please. You're completely alone. And I'm like, yes, he is completely alone and he can't do shit. Sorry, Admiral Green Bull, but we got Luffy there, and Luffy can fuck you up. So don't try anything. Just Ryokugyu being annoyed of Akaido has the kind of feeling to me that he's a chill guy. Maybe he's like Fujitora and he's just completely chill and he will not do anything bad. He will just be there to talk with Luffy maybe, or with Momonosuke. We will see what will happen with that. But prepare yourselves. 1 month of break after next week's chapter. Next week will be an info load to us. It will come from every side and we will not be ready for it. New bounties, information of the outside world, what is going on, what is happening, the new emperors, enter the Final Saga, the big war saga. It is going to go down, it is happening. Well, technically the versus for Yonko Saga is still not really over, because we beat down Kaido and Big Mom, and Shanks and Blackbeard are still there. So if Shanks and Blackbeard are also defeated, beat down, then the versus for Yonko Saga should end. But yeah, we are getting it. We are getting to the final war saga, the finding One Piece, finding Laugh Tale, entering the war. So this means a lot of things will happen. Get ready for it. Get ready for the next week's chapter and for the month break. We are not ready. One Piece Endgame is here. Let me know what you thought of the chapter. Write it down in the comments, guys. We gotta catch you guys next time. We gotta see, because epicness awaits. Bye.